flows. High low shouldn't be this dark, broke shouldn't be this hard to tell you I want more. I wanna see that you want me, snatch me up quick, let's see the ring. I wanna know, can we move forward, bust down that door, playing all my cards now. Cause I've been waiting, but every time I think about you, baby, don't wanna take it slow. I've been waiting, but every time I think about you, baby, don't wanna take it slow.
やろ。さあ皆さんどうですか？本当の圧が衝突力が大丈夫？わあ、美味しそう。すごい。はい、なって。わあ、美味しそう。いいよね、これね。
every night under the lights and trying out brand new drinks with brand new faces. But I'm tired of staying up late. I can't overstate the beauty of settling down with the one you love. Sometimes all I wanna do is be at home next to you. What do you say if we stay? We could be doing nothing. We could just sit here in the silence saying nothing. You could just hold my hand, cause I've never been more comfortable than in your arms, vulnerable or nothing. We could just sit here in the silence saying nothing. You could just hold my hand while we be doing nothing. Thought I'd scare you off by being a homebody, hanging with nobody, but the joke's on me, cause you love solitude more than me. Now I gaze in your eyes every night underneath kitchen lights. It's all the mundane things we do together that give me wings. Sometimes all I wanna do is be at home next to you. What do you say if we stay? We could be doing nothing. We could just sit here in the silence saying nothing. You could just hold my hand, cause I've never been more comfortable than in your arms, vulnerable or nothing. We could just sit here in the silence saying nothing. You could just hold my hand while we be doing nothing. No, 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 nothing at all. Say something that I just stay. If I was laying next to you. Talking about getting hard and nervous, just getting down and laying next to you. Nothing. We could just stay here and say absolutely no.